Hi, my name is Dean Venderman, and welcome to my quick tour on how I've been teaching remotely. As a matter of fact, I've been using a lot of these tools even before, so the transition into the unfortunate situation that we're in today hasn't been too bad for me. I have a lot of tools in my toolbox, and I've tried in the past to be really innovative in the way I teach, and I'm definitely carrying that on during this time as well. So I'd like to take you on a quick tour. Buckle up, it's going to go fast. Some of the tools that I use and how I use them, not only in my class, but also for myself in my professional development as I try to get better and find some of the latest techniques on how to reach out to students. So I'm using one of my go-to tools here to keep me organized, and that's Wakelet. Um, I'll explain this a little bit more as we go on. But my first tool that I'd like to share is my go-to formative tool, which is GoFormative. So I use GoFormative all the time with my students because I really believe in formative assessment. They have a chance here. You can do a variety of different things like show your work, multiple choice. You can annotate things. You can do audio recordings. It's definitely one of the best tools, if not the best tools I've used for formative assessment in my career. Students are still engaged in it. This is a lesson that I just started the other day, and I got a few people in there already. What I also like about it is the immediate feedback you can give them too, and it records things. You can hide the names. So many great things you can do inside of formative. Um, so another tool that I've been using a lot and to communicate with classes and students is Microsoft Teams. Teams has been fantastic. We are a Microsoft school, and I meet with my students a couple times a week, and we get on board and we share information. We have video conference calls. One thing I'll share in a bit here, we've been doing some work with Minecraft EDU, but I really find that Teams is a great way to connect with kids, do assignments. You can have your class notebook, and I'll talk a little bit about that. With the OneNote, you can have assignments, and there's just great things you can do, like embed flip grids. So much interactivity with this, and I'm always learning more about how to use this more effectively as well. So Teams is definitely a go-to. Um, Another thing, and I was explaining this a little bit too, one of my go-tos is to use Microsoft OneNote. So we are a Microsoft school where I'm at, and what I love with OneNote is we're able to share files and notes and information, and now you can integrate it. But I like to annotate right in there. You can organize your chapters really easily. Each of the kids get with the classroom adaptation that you could put on it. Each kid gets their own little digital portfolio, and a lot of students have been using this past and present to be able to stay in contact with and to learn from. So it's a great tool. Definitely recommend it. Another thing I'm part of in part of my day is I've recently this year became part of our RCSD online school. So we're using Moodle for this. So I'm learning a lot about Moodle, and also students that I had face to face before, they have access to this Moodle account too. So the Moodle account has videos in it, notes, all that, a lot of way to be interactive as well. Right now, I'm also teaching a native studies class, which is really cool. And I look forward to becoming a better online teacher as well, because there's so much to learn in that, and as we see from that, from what we're doing now. Um, so, sorry. Um, One thing too that I love, one of my go-tos for sure, and it's definitely a way to be on. I was just on with a couple of students today. Um, we're doing a project together, and we're building a pandemic hospital. We're submitting it as a contest, but all the math and some of the learning and stuff that we've done inside of it has just been phenomenal. So we're using Minecraft EDU, which is free on Windows 10. You can also access on iPads and Mac, but working with a couple students, we've come up with this amazing idea to come up with a pandemic hospital, and using the sustainable development goals that the UN has set out is kind of what our guide is to build all this. So, so much you can do and learn with Minecraft EDU. Definitely highly recommend. It's definitely one of my go-tos. Um, I host videos on YouTube all the time, so I make videos like supplemental learning updates. I've made I've recorded and uploaded videos that we've been doing on that project that we just saw. I've also used it for my university class and putting things up. So YouTube is definitely a huge tool that I use in remote learning and working on, try to sharing innovative practices. The screen recording tool, the one that you're seeing that I'm making this with, is called ScreencastOMatic. It's a great tool. I love using it. Let's see if this pops up, but yeah, I come in here, I record it. I can put it right up to YouTube. I can edit in here. There's so many great things you can do with ScreencastOMatic. Definitely a great tool to use. Another tool that I use, when students hand in assignments, is a PDF annotator. This one's called Drawboard, and I love it because I can add things in. It's got a great wheel in here. You can add things on easily. It's very fluid. I'm lucky to have a touch screen too, so it works great. But you can definitely work this in with like a doc cam or something too, and have some great success with that. Our staff communication, now that I'm going a little bit away from some of the things I've been doing with the students, but professionally, we have weekly staff meetings as an EL that I am in my division. And also with our staff, we're using Skype quite a lot, especially Skype Business. Video conferencing, still using Zoom a lot to connect with people outside of school. I've been doing a lot of Zoom sessions with people and learning a lot. For example, I've been part of a Zoom thing on Tuesdays called Pivot to Learn, where it's a great think tank, and we're talking a lot about ways to be innovative in the classroom and seeing this opportunity that there might be some silver linings in there and how we can hopefully be more innovative and work school through differently. One thing I use a ton is Twitter, and I love being on Twitter chats. And I found this great tool. It's called Tweetin. Definitely, it's kind of like TweetDeck, but I find it has a little more functionality. You can add a few different things in here that you couldn't before. One university class I'm right in there now is my ECI 830, so I can follow what's going on that. The Sask Ed Chat is the Thursday Ed Chat that I'm always in most of the time, and it's just great to connect with other people and find out how they're feeling and doing and resources and stuff. So tweeting is really great for that, and it's a great tool to use if you're a Twitter user to stay organized and on the ball. Again, this is what you're seeing here. I love using Wakelet for professional development. You can add a lot of things in here as well with students. You can make a whole list of like math videos. I've also did this to use current events. There's so many things you can add inside of a Wakelet too. You can put YouTube videos, tweets, bookmarks. You can upload PDFs. You can insert things from Google Drive and OneDrive, and you can put Flipgrid videos on. So definitely using Wakelet is one of my go-to tools as well. I have been doing a lot of professional development during this time as well, and I keep it all in my Weebly. So I actually took a MOOC and I was learning to learn through the University of Athabasca. That was really cool. Lucky, if you take a look at some of my work here, I've been very fortunate and blessed to be part of a lot of different, technology-based groups. And one I've been just recently working on is the HP Fellow group that I am. We even did an Ed Camp the other week, and I got a micro credential for the work I did on digital citizenship. In our school division too, I've been upgrading a few things. We definitely looked at we have two PDs that we have to look at, and I'm grateful for that because I've learned a lot. This one here was basically, it was called Four Seasons, and it was working on the Truth and Reconciliation here, and it was a great PD. Highly recommend it. Very interactive and well put together. And another great PD I just finished off with respect in schools. Um, Another thing that I just had a good fortune to be a part of too was Mad PD, and I was able to share some of my digital citizenship stuff. So, so much going on, you know, that I'm doing with kids and trying to be, growing myself as a professional too. So, I really appreciate the time to take a look at this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Uh, there's so much to learn, so much going on, but there's always opportunities to get better for your students, get better as yourself personally. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you got a little bit of look into my toolkit, how I teach remotely, and how I try to be innovative in the classroom. Thanks for watching.